Is your property priced correctly? It's a really critical question that you should be discussing with your estate agent. Now, personally, when we look at property pricing, we follow 4 key rules, and I'll reveal them as follows. Rule number 1, you need to follow the online property portal brackets. And what I mean by that is if you were to search for a property on Rightmove, the Rightmove brackets goes up in numbers of 10,000, 25,000, 50,000 and 100,000. Okay, so let's say for instance you have a property on the market for £245,000. Okay, now what's going to happen there is you are stuck right in between 2 brackets. Okay, 240,000 and 250,000. Now, where the benefit lies of being 250,000 as opposed to 245 is at 250 your property will be towards the very top of the listings, therefore being seen by more buyers. Typically, a buyer will search the first 3 pages of online listings and they will book viewings on their favourite properties of those first 3 pages. It's only if they haven't fallen in love with any of those properties that they will then go on to page 4, 5, 6 and so forth. At least that's 80% of buyers, and we really need to aim for the majority. So being on the market for 250,000, quite simply put, is going to get you more viewings, and more viewings should equal more offers, and more offers should equal a higher selling price, which is what it's all about for you. Okay. Now, rule number 2, and it does fall in line with these brackets as well. No more 995, 950, 999. Okay. We've just discussed why it's so important for your property to be at the top end of the page. So again, we'll use the same price bracket as an example of 250,000. If your property was listed for £249,995,000, quite simply, you are going to be put right below all of the properties that are correctly priced at £250,000. Again, that could edge you on to, dependent on the buyer search criteria, page 4, 5 or 6 of the property listings that they're searching for. Not good. So always stick in line with those brackets. No 349,995. Make sure it's 350, okay, or 325, whatever it might be. Okay, round number pricing is absolutely critical. Rule number 3 is you need to look at your local competition. Okay, the properties on your estate, the properties in your town. Typically, a buyer will have a 5-mile radius of a pinpoint that they're putting in a map. Now, you could be right in the center of that or the outskirts, it doesn't really matter. But when you are pricing your property, you really need to know your competition. It's absolutely critical. And again, this is something that your agent should really be advising you on. The final rule, now this is strictly for marketing purposes or once the agent has your property on books, is viewer and non-viewer feedback. We should always be getting price-related feedback as an estate agent. The buyers are the ones out there who are looking at a number of homes, you know, not just yours. They could have done 10 viewings that weekend, and what we really want to know as your estate agent is, well, price-wise, how did your property stack up to the one down the road from you? It's only by getting honest feedback from buyers and price-related feedback that we're going to find that out. So I'll be more than happy to discuss any of this in more detail with you. If you just want to give us a quick shout, there's no obligation whatsoever. But I really hope you found these top 10 selling tips useful. This is the last one that we'll be doing. So if you have any questions about any of them, please feel free to contact me. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Take care. Bye-bye.